How long have you been following or known about Soulogy? I'm just curious.
I think more than 3 years, maybe 4.
Really? Far out.
Yes.
I'm just fixing the focus.
Yeah, sorry.
So you've been following it and you're in the Netherlands?
Yes.
Wow.
And I used to be on Facebook as well, but I left Facebook
Yeah.
completely. Yeah. Do you mind if I smoke? Is that allowed on the platforms?
This is Soulogy. You can smoke, you can drop F-bombs, whatever you want to do. I'm trying to get the tech stuff worked out. So yeah, so you've been watching Soulogy for what, 3 years, and you decided to come on today. Have you ever come on live on anyone's show?
On a YouTube show. Well, and then nobody was watching.
So
no followers. So yeah, no.
So can you tell us like what your story is? Did you have a wake-up experience, or were you always weird?
Oh, we're gonna do the interview.
Or both. Oh. Well, no, I'm just curious as to where you're coming from. Yeah, we can do a show at some point. Yeah.
Okay. For one, I was always weird, I guess, but it was kind of better to hide it.
Right.
Just comprise it a little bit, and I don't want to make it too long. I was teased a lot. We moved to another part of the country when I was 5, and it made an impact because they didn't accept us there. And
was this in the Netherlands, or did you move to another country?
Yeah, in the Netherlands.
Okay.
We went to the south of the Netherlands, and we were quite progressive in our thinking, and it was very traditional there. Southern, maybe you can compare it,
right,
north, south, sort of in the States. So the attitudes, and it was religious, Catholics, and we had no religion. So it was harsh for me, and I fled into playing guitar. I was, playing guitar in my room, and I was pulling back, so to speak, and I was a little bit spiritual, like everybody, and I remember weird stuff happening, seeing things, contact, but I'm not clear about it, and I don't really want to know because I don't feel it's any good. And then years later, I had some experiences where I saw this big white flashing ball of light in my living room when a neighbor was visiting. She wasn't very nice. And I was very shocked, and I went to seek help, spiritual help, to help me explain what it was. And it turned out it was my spirit guide, or one of them, my grandfather. And I knew he was always with me. So it was, affirming that it was him, and he was protecting me from that woman. And that sort of sprung me into a journey. And I really, I knew my character. What I always have been told is you're too fiery and you're too floaty, and you need to be more grounded. You're not grounded enough. You need to be more, in the reality of what is. And so I thought, well, if I'm gonna learn about spirituality, I have to be more grounded first. So I have to find out and learn what they do to ground themselves. So I did all those exercises and things, and I went to a festival, but it was very slow. I always loved crystals and collecting them and meditating, but not really diving deep. And then I did some shamanic traveling. It's they play the drums, and then you meet your power animals or whatever, and it was very open and free. And then I just went in, saw the animals, had a conversation with them, 3 or 4 animals, and I came back, and it was very clear. It was clear as water, and there was no doubt or anything. It felt more realistic to me. So seeds like that opened up, and well, then life happens and shit happens, and you attract relationships that are not very good for your psychology and emotional system.
Tough on the human and sugar to the soul.
Oh yeah, my soul is always very happy with me. Anyway, so I've been tight-assed trying to be a good little girl, but yet going a little bit there, And then my mother died when I was 32.
Sorry,
and that was a big hit. And another bad relationship, and moving again. And then I had an upstairs neighbor who was having parties during the week, all night long, with really like
bass.
Yeah, and if they didn't have a party, then he was playing war games. So it was like, I'm very sound sensitive, so that didn't really go over quite well. So I got chronic pain, and I healed it through breathing and my consciousness. And I could work a little, but my sort of burnout that also was there didn't really resolve. So I'm still too tired. And then new stuff happened, and well, you go back into the chronic pain again.
Yeah.
Only this time worse, And then the real crash or opening up was December 2017, and that's when my inner shaman came to heal me. And there was an elder, a woman, who was also singing light language, healing light language. It came through my voice, but I was in a complete trance, in a complete surrender to, okay, God, or whatever is out there, spirit, I cannot heal myself, apparently, again, or whatever, and I'm surrendering to you. Please help me heal. In complete, like, there's no control, no more ego.
Were you in a prepared trance state? I mean, did you go into a meditation consciously to make that connection, or did it just happen?
No, it was like bam, like lightning strikes, and I just went into it. And my then partner was present, and he was like, oh my God, panic, what am I supposed to do? And in my trance state, I was still connecting to the 3D reality, and I was saying, okay, get a bucket and a towel because I feel like I have to puke.
Did you?
yeah, the first time and the second time I was puking. Yeah.
And this was all energy.
And I was shaking all
this,
over. I'm
but I mean,
still
this was
shaking when I'm
well,
feeling.
and you know, the reason this is to me anyway. The reason it's one of the reasons it's important because there's people going through the same type of thing or something similar. So was this? So with the vomiting, this was just all energy, from what it sounds. I mean, this wasn't
Yeah.
something you ate or something you drank or something you smoked or anything like that.
No,
This was just straight
no,
energy.
I felt it mainly coming from the liver itself. It was a lot of old pinned up anger I couldn't release. That's what it felt like. And there
Wow.
were, visuals and stuff in my third eye, and like an entire movie of all sorts of fragments of things and experiences, and not even all of this lifetime,
Right.
stuff.
So this was in 2017,
Yeah.
and now it's 2022. What's been going on the last 5 years? Are you having a consistent connection or these types of occurrences, or have they kind of gone away? I mean, a lot of people talk about, hey, where'd they all go? It's like everything gets given to you and then you're left on your own. How's it gone for you?
Yeah, they leave you alone. I felt that throughout my life, that there are things you have to do on your own. You have to conquer yourself, and then they stand back.
Right.
I can feel that.